adjust that a little bit. The Matrix decide to invent their own aspect ratio, so this isn't going to fit in our overlay perfectly.
Ooh, I actually haven't seen this trailer yet. I'm pumped.
I am so surprised this was happening because we hadn't heard anything up until this week.
Yeah, I was going to say, it was literally like radio silence, and then they're like, oh yeah, we have a full trailer, and it's coming out on Christmas, and we're, releasing it on HBO Max, and the sequel's coming out next year.
And we've got this cool website that knows what time it is. And they recorded, all possibilities of what time it could be for the trailer.
Yeah, it's kind of insane.
All right. Matrix Resurrections. Matrix 4.
Oh.
Trailer reacts. I'm just trying to squeeze in those buzzwords. Maybe YouTube will pick it up and give us some views. I'll edit that part out. All right, here we go, boys.
Thomas? You seem particularly triggered right now. Can you tell me what happened?
I've had dreams that weren't just dreams.
NPH.
I'm crazy.
We don't use that word in
That is
here.
amazing. I did not know it. Matrix in it. I'm more dialed in. I'm going to rewatch The Matrixes tomorrow.
That whole
This song as well is pretty on the nose.
Mm-hmm.
Hi.
Oh, there she is.
Have we met?
One pill makes you larger and one
Oh, man.
makes you small.
Chills.
And the ones that mother gives you don't do
Everybody on their phones. Shout out Bo Burnham.
at all. Go ask Alice when she's 10 feet tall.
Time to fly.
That didn't look like regular Morbius, right?
It's not them. Yeah, them recasting
You're going to have to
is strange to me. Like we're bringing everyone back except for Lawrence Fishburne.
The only thing that matters to you is still here. I know it's why you're still fighting and why you will never give up. You don't know me, no?
Keanu's going to sell the fuck out of this movie.
Yeah, he will.
People aren't even mad at him for Cyberpunk.
Yeah, talk about a career renaissance for that dude. People are like, Keanu Reeves sucks as an actor, and then they're like, wait, he's the fucking coolest action star ever. Like, John Wick totally just
Tom
changed
Cruise.
the perception of him.
Pretty much Tom Cruise, no?
Kind of like, yeah, he's
not Tom
He's a little
Cruise.
infallible.
Keanu's probably a
Without the
better
whole-
person than Tom Cruise.
Yeah, I was going to say, without the whole
yeah, that's
Scientology, he might be
absolutely
just
true.
an action star.
Yeah, he's a bit Tom Cruisey. Tom Cruise had some goofy roles at the start of his career.
After all these years, to be going
That's
back to
true.
where it
Yeah,
all started.
it's not like you're not going to see Keanu
Back to
Reeves
the
in Tropic
Matrix.
Thunder.
Oh, Jonathan Groff, I forgot, dude. He's really good.
Yeah, I like Jonathan
What's
Groff
he in?
too.
He's King George in Hamilton and stuff.
That's right.
Talented dude.
All right, give me another one.
He is
I'm waiting for
in
Hamilton to come out
Mindhunter.
on
He's
Broadway.
he's one of the
Yeah,
detectives
dude,
in
David
Mindhunter.
Fincher.
That's
Oh, yeah.
what it was.
Mindhunter's awesome.
That's what it was.
Yeah, Mindhunter's the shit. So, I gotta say, like, I give them a lot of credit, the Wachowski sisters now, because like the Matrix and the is it Revolutions and another one? It's Reloaded.
Reloaded and
Revolutions,
Revolutions, yeah.
maybe?
They were bad.
Like literally the first Matrix, like, is one of the best like sci-fi movies ever, probably. Like, or sci-fi like action, it's up there with like Blade Runner, whatever. Like, that movie
Yeah, for sure.
changed like the landscape of action movies, like the slow down, like bullet time shit. Like, they literally made that like a phrase. It's like Google, like, you like Google things because Google is so popular. Like, they literally, because of the Matrix, like created the phrase bullet time because of like the scene of him dodging bullets and all that shit.
Yeah.
So the movie, is so sort of classic and revered that their crash and burn kind of in the second and third movies. Like, I give them a lot of credit for coming back and being like, all right, let's try to start from, you know, kind of square one and like reestablish things. Like, it seems like Neo is, you know, in some sort of, he's in a world where like he's obviously completely forgotten the shit that's
he's
happened
back in
to
the
him
Matrix.
before. Yeah, exactly. Like, he got I think it's Cypher is the guy's name who eats the steak. I'm pretty sure. He's the one that betrays them ultimately in the first one and like starts pulling the plug on them and shit. That's one of the best scenes in that movie. But he's in like this weird world where like, you know, he's living like this kind of happy, like carefree life, you know, in ignorance of what's actually happening. So like, I feel like if you're going to come back to this universe, like that's the way you have to do it, is be like, Neo has to kind of remember, you know, through his relationship with Trinity, who's like obviously very prominent in it, and like coming back and kind of redoing his like kung fu scene like in the first one and all that other, you know, learning like his, you know, the fighting as he was getting programmed, like it programmed into his brain and all that stuff. Like I definitely give them credit for coming back to this, because it's not easy to reestablish something that went so good.
The Wachowskis. I don't think the other's back.
It's not both of them? Oh, okay. Maybe,
I think it's one Wachowski sister.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure
if
they like
important,
both wrote it and like one was directing them. Yeah. Either way, I definitely like. I hope it's successful, because I think The Matrix is cool, and again, it's really cool. I like Keanu a lot. He does seem like a good guy and has had some shitty stuff in his life.
To release the movie on like a palindrome, but like that's such a Matrix thing to do.
They were like, we have to hit this date. I for one hope the twins are back. My favorite Matrix characters,
the albino twins. Yes, of course.
Marty, do you know the twins? Marty, how familiar are you with the Matrix?
I honestly watched the first Matrix for the first time like a couple months ago.
Oh, what'd you think of it?
It was tough. I do have to rewatch it because I was watching it while working, and so first one I watched, and I got a decent amount, but the other ones I have to rewatch it because it was like there was just so much going on.
It's confusing if you're paying attention. Like, this is a movie that I remember people being like, the first one and the original Matrix was like, people were leaving the theater and they're like, what the fuck did I just watch? Like, because again, that high concept sci-fi, like people are much more knowledgeable about computers and simulations and like VR kind of shit now, and like the collective like consciousness on the internet and all that other stuff. But again, the first one came out in 1999, where the internet was, you know, again, shout out to Bo Burnham, but it was like chat rooms and, you know, fucking blogs nothing. And shit. It was nothing. Yeah, like it was nothing compared to the just monstrous behemoth that it is now. So like, I think that they'll have much better kind of collective reception if this one does try to like take chances and be, you know, high concept sci-fi like the first one was, because the first one definitely set a pretty decent standard for a lot of the shit that came after it.
Yeah, and it's nice with the new CGI too, and the new and like better graphics, you know.
Yeah, like the special effects, especially for that time, are just fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
And it's kind of that generation's Inception with the, you know, is the world really what it appears to be?
It's a simulation. Sure. Totally.
Every generation really has their whole, the world's a simulation movie. It seems.
A big mindfuck movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So hopefully this is...
looking forward to it. That's one that I hope is, you know, successful. Some positive nostalgia there.
Hey, Andrew Garfield, what are your thoughts?
He wishes there was more Emma Stone or whatever.
Oh, yeah, though. I wish every movie could have Emma Stone.
The Wachowski sisters are like my two mothers. I love them very much.
I love servicing them or whatever stupid shit he said. It's so weird. Yeah, I don't know.
It's very weird what he said.
Yeah, that is a strange soundbite.
Oh, back to the laugh track. I forgot to shut it off.
It was perfectly timed anyway.